tonight and the way that they played pretty much the whole game. To find a way to win was just an amazing accomplishment. Set us up for hopefully a great night Friday where we can back it up. So all those things, just a great momentum swing kind of win.
Mike on the left side.
Likewise, ESPN's the undefeated. For both of you guys, LeBron just came in here and said that he probably hasn't faced a team with the firepower you guys in the finals or even the playoffs for that matter. And so I guess just be asking, your one game before becoming possibly the first team in league history to go 16-0 in the playoffs. One, is that part of the goal? And two, do you even care?
It is now because we took care of tonight. It's not in terms of like 16-0, really just what that means historically that's what's in front of us. We obviously know how hard it is to win a championship, what all goes into it, and how important each game is. And now that you can look ahead to Friday, all our focus is on that. And just we always say we just want 16 wins. It doesn't matter how we get there. But now that we're in this situation, why not take care of business and finish the job? So we have to. We got to play better. But just thinking about what's next, and that's the goal in front of us, is winning that 16 game. It doesn't really matter how we got there.
Okay, you're on the precipice of your first NBA Finals, won the game away, victory. Just your thoughts right now going into Game 4.
Well, it's not over. The job's not done. Closeout games are always the toughest, as you heard from many players in this league over the years, how tough closeout games are on the road. I've never been in this position, being up in the finals, and trying to close it out, so I know how exciting that's going to be for us as a team, but their fans are going to be into it. They're going to want a win for their team, and tonight it showed. Fans were great. J.R. Smith fed off their energy. Kevin Love, of course, LeBron and Kyrie did, so we got to be even better at Game 4 if we want to take this. So it's an exciting time, but the job's not done. We still got a lot of work to do.
Ron, over here, Ron here.
Steph, Ron Freshman from the San Francisco Chronicle. You guys haven't played too many close games in the last few months where it's in doubt in the last 2 minutes, excuse me. What was the look like in Kevin's eyes in the huddle, in the court, those last couple minutes? It seemed like he kind of seized, he obviously did seize control of those last decisive minutes.
Confident basketball player that knows his ability, and the moment never overwhelms any of us, especially. Okay, it was fun to watch when we were in those possessions. Just the patience and composure I think we all had. He had the ball in his hands, getting to a spot, having confidence in himself to make those kind of plays. And like he said before, it all fed off our defense. Collectively, all 5 guys, trying to just find a way to get a stop so we can have the opportunity to seize control of the game and get over that hump. So, the timeouts and even those dead ball periods, everybody, there was no panic. It was kind of peaceful, really. Just there was a lot of time left. Let's just figure it out. And he obviously made some big shots, and we got some big stops.
The throw in the middle.
Spencer Davies, Basketball Times, this is for both of you. Was there a sense that the Cavs had multiple opportunities to try and just put some real pressure on you guys by going up 6, 8 points, but you guys kind of kept swinging. Was there just a sense that they just couldn't put you guys away?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we try to do something about that, like not let go of the rope. Like I said, staying patient, staying composed, no matter if they made tough shots or not. The biggest thing we did down the stretch was didn't turn the ball over. We did it the entire game, but those last 4 to 6 minutes, we just got shots up and finished those possessions, make or miss, and that's something that you can't allow that momentum to swing back by giving away possessions. So when we got stops, Clay gets a huge 3 in the corner off the cage, finding it in transition. Obviously, the 2 plays he made were off the stops and pushing in transition. So you got to give yourself an opportunity, but you got to, execute down the stretch, make or miss, just to, finish off those possessions with good shot attempts and give yourself a chance, and you did that.
Al, over here.
Al Sarasovic, San Francisco Chronicle. I guess a question for both of you. I'm interested in that stretch of time in the second quarter. Things got pretty testy out on the court. I know, Steph, you had some words with Shumpert, I believe, and then Draymond got a technical. Were you concerned at all about your team losing their composure, or any memories of similar incidents in last year's finals? And then Kevin, maybe I know that you were talking to Draymond in that interchange, if you could share anything you could from that moment.
I think basketball is a feisty sport. Both teams want to win. The crowd, was giving them a lot of energy, and those guys came out with a lot of force. And sometimes that brings some commotion out there between two teams. So there's nothing personal, there's nothing serious. We moved on. Draymond got a tech. He, gathered it, got it back together, and we moved on. So it just didn't linger. We didn't let, a call we didn't like, or a turnover, or a missed assignment linger over to the next play. It was always about the next possession. And even when things aren't going your way with the refs or a shot, anything, we just try to move on. And tonight, it showed over the year that we talked about that a lot. It's not worrying about the refs, not getting distracted. And tonight it kind of came full circle. So.
Did you guys hear about Channing saying during the game? Did you even register that?
Channing,
there was a Draymond chant going on in the Cleveland crowd. I was wondering if anybody even mentioned that in the huddle or anything like that. You can hear it on the tape then, all right?
No, I didn't hear it at all. Like you said, we learn from our mistakes. And we play a team over, and this is our 20th time playing them in 3 years. There's going to be some stuff that happens, and you just got to kind of persevere and get through it, especially on the road.
Mark on the left.
Steph, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. You guys put a lot of eggs into that 73 basket last year. Didn't work out. How much of that lack of success played into the fact that you guys have not put seemingly any effort into trying to go 16-0 this year?
We've been asked about it. We've talked about it since the finals last year. That last season was a very unique year for a lot of different reasons, and we learned a lot. And I think we've grown and matured just mentally on how to just pace yourself through this long year and take every day as a new experience and something that you can kind of take control of. So we try to control the narrative and the conversations and just our talk in the locker room and practice and throughout the, especially the last 3 months, of just understanding what our goal is and how we're going to get there day by day. So being in this position right now, obviously it's working, and we have to keep that keyhole mentality of what's next. And we're right there. So that's a great thing, but obviously we're not done yet. So I think we've done a pretty good job of growing up as a team.
One follow-up for either of you. Steve Kerr said that he kept telling you guys, LeBron and Kyrie can't do this for 48 minutes, they're going to get tired. Did that seem apparent to you that they ran out of gas toward the end?
It didn't look like it to me. I mean, they both shot over 50% from the field. 50% on that felt really good. But they shot over 50%. They both had almost 40 points. And they did 40 plus minutes. They played extremely well. But I just think we stayed in front of them late in the game. Got to contest them some shots and we got on the basketball. But they had it going all night. You got to give them credit.
Kenny on the right.
Steph, Kenny Wright at WHBC. You mentioned that calmness down the stretch, even though you were down. Was it there last year, or was that calmness because of the guy that's sitting to your left?
He obviously helps the situation, but the experience that we've been through definitely helps. We hope that we can learn from how the games got away from us in game threes on the road here, where 2 or 3 possessions where you give them easy open threes or turn the ball over, they get breakaway dunks, all that kind of stuff where the crowd really gets into it and they feed off of that energy. We did a pretty good job of cutting that out this year, so that was huge. And we just, as a group, everybody understood what the little things that they could do down the stretch to help us win. And not all of it's just scoring; it's the little stuff. Like you said, Klay Thompson was amazing down the stretch, just trying to make it as tough as possible on Kyrie in those one-on-one situations. Andre staying locked in on LeBron in those moments. KD and Draymond communicating, being our anchors on defense, and that part of it is just so much fun to be a part of and watch, because everybody just is fighting, being dogs out there, just trying to get it done, and right there.
Ramona, Dan, and Chris Westry.
Good question for Kevin. How does this time in the finals compare to the last time we were there? I mean, these guys have been in here 2 years in a row. They played this team so many times, but this is obviously different for you, and sitting here right now on 3-0.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I've never been in this position before. I don't want to relax. It's not over. This is a crazy game. Anything can happen. So I don't want to relax it or feel like it's over. It's not. I'm just trying to enjoy this moment. Try not to look in the future or in the past. Just try to just stay in the present and enjoy this moment, and for what it's worth, and just keep pushing, keep getting better and then I'll sit back and probably reflect on everything, once the season's over. But for now, I'm just trying to stay in the moment, enjoy every single minute, and just keep getting better.
Dan, back right.
Dan, Yahoo Sports. Steph, you just mentioned the work that Klay did down the stretch defensively on Kyrie. Obviously, such a difficult assignment with what Kyrie can do one-on-one. What has Klay's work in this series on Kyrie meant to your team? And also, Klay mentioned that when you guys see him getting going, it gets you guys excited offensively. What kind of effort did he put out in the first quarter? Did that really sort of get you guys on a roll offensively?
For Klay offensive, we're never worried about him. He's always aggressive. We know he's a threat, whether he's making or missing shots just by his presence on the floor. But tonight he was smart about, getting to the right spots, finding his looks, being confident, knocking them down early, being aggressive. Definitely gave us a boost. And you're right, like when we see him get going, it's fun to watch because he's pretty much automatic when he's in that zone and putting pressure on defense. And then defensively, obviously Kyrie got his numbers. You see his stat line, but over the course of 44 minutes, he's going to make tough shots, and it's just a matter of can you stick to it every possession, just trying to make him work. And Klay didn't hang his head when Kyrie was going off. He stuck with it, and when it mattered most down the stretch, I think all that pressure kind of showed itself, and Klay really helped us get over the hump by getting a couple stops. So he's, lots been said about his defense and how important it is, and you can't understate it. It's just he understands how valuable he is for us on that end of the floor.
Chris, final question, back right.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Kevin, for you, you had 1 point in the third quarter, 14 in the fourth quarter. What changed for you in the fourth? What allowed you to be so successful when you didn't have that success in the third?
I didn't look at it as an unsuccessful third quarter. That's half of the battle there. I just tried to stay positive and move on to the next play. Knowing the fourth, that coach will call my number, my teammates will look for me. It's on me to finish. I work on my game every day, and I just had to trust in that. I was able to get some shots to go in. And when we played with force in the fourth, in the third quarter, we were a little bit too relaxed. We were up 6. That was a good place for us to be coming out of the half, but we didn't do what we were supposed to do in the third. So I think we just played with more force as a group in the fourth quarter, and they put it on us in the third. So we got to watch the film and see how we can be better coming out of the half.
Thank you, guys.